Hey everybody, welcome to another Blood Rage board game miniatures review. This probably will be the last major one that showcases at least the painted versions until I get the second Kickstarter expansion done. And that Kickstarter won't even be released until I think the end of the year, at which point I have to mail it to Top Miniatures in Europe and then the turnaround time. So it will be the last one for a while. So for some of you that may come as a relief. But I like to sort of end with a bang, so to speak. So I'm going to showcase the three Kickstarter big monsters. That's Fenrir the Wolf, and then the Mountain Giant, and the Mystic Troll. So we'll start off with Fenrir. This is, in my opinion, the best Fenrir ever done. There's not that many versions of him out there. A lot of them, in my opinion, kind of make the mistake of making him just look like a big wolf. And even though that's sort of the coloration from the Art of Blood Rage by Adrian Smith, I think it's a mistake. It just makes him look like a big dog, which I didn't like. So when I kind of described what I wanted, I really went all out. I went and Googled images of Fenrir, both again from the Blood Rage game, as well as idealized versions of him from Norse mythology. I wanted sort of the doomsday, Fenrir to come out, and so you can see much like the fire giant, he's standing on a world gone in flames. You can see the lava down there. You can see actually the rune on the stone also with heat emanating from it, and then almost you can see like the heat of the lava going all the way up his legs, how hot he is, and then the beautiful work of the chains all in gold. And then you have, of course, the fur, the texturing of the fur, and then his eyes and mouth glowing with flames. Not too over the top, but just a hint of it. So you can see the eyes glowing red, and then the snarling mouth with a hint of red as well. So there you go. Put extra magnets on the base, so he'll attach a little bit more solidly on the magnetic strips. But yeah, this is the great Fenrir, and I think he truly does look like the harbinger of Ragnarok. So look at that. Look at the detailed work on the metal. So much of this put together. This really is actually, one of my absolute favorite monsters that was done. So here you go. Again, a lot more going on with him than a lot of other versions of this that I see. So I'm quite pleased with it. Next up, we have the Mountain Giant. Here he is. Again, beautiful, really pops. Look at the base, all modified with rocks. He has a little bit of tufts of grass here, really pretty. Look at the back. Beautiful textures. Again, very brown and earthy. He is a mountain giant after all. Beautiful work on the front armor, across his belly, all the way down to the little tiny skull hanging off. Great muscle definition, great shading. Here's another gigantic hammer that you can definitely see that he made for himself, and basically put this huge stone etched with runes in the middle of this gigantic handle that he probably carved from a tree. I mean, this one has a lot of nice detail. The little bones on the wrist, on the armbands, a lot of texture, skulls, leather through the skulls, and then of course a great face right here. Nice eye work. Look at the bones again in the fur, the hair. And this is definitely a fantastic Kickstarter exclusive. And Mina really knocked it out of the park again. You can even see again the little tiny details right there. I mean, nothing seems to escape her eye in terms of bringing things out, bringing all that contrast out. And I do regret I don't have unpainted versions of Fenrir or the Mountain Giant. But you know, these are Kickstarter exclusives, so they're all kind of expensive just to get. But yeah, amazing, amazing build up for this guy. Definitely just pops, and hopefully you can appreciate that. And yeah, finally, last but not least, the wonderful Mystic Troll. He's sort of like the super shaman, so to speak. He's kind of bent low to the ground, but I love the base work. I love the little flowers here that they added. You know, very, very nice touch. Again, look at the detailing of the stitches all around. Even down to the little ruins on the rock. His backpack. Look at the, I have to pick him up here, but yeah, look at the detail. The straps, the metal. Another skull back there. His walking staff. You can actually see the carved head all the way down. And then great detail of the face. His beard. And his club. Look at all the odd and wonderful wristbands, armbands. Again, all these guys have so much going on that you can actually tell that there's a dead body in that backpack. Look at the little arm coming out. Pretty cool. See that little detail there? Those are the little details that you really have a hard time appreciating if it's not painted. But then when it's painted, you're like, oh my God, I didn't notice that. So yeah, the Mystic Troll. I have to tilt it up so you can actually see all of the details around the waist. He has a horn, more skulls, medallions, everything. Yeah, so all of these they're all so good. It's really hard to be able to, to choose a favorite. But these are the 3 Kickstarter exclusive big monsters, so to speak. Pretty amazing trio. And of course the werewolf is a smaller miniature. So that's it. Those are the Kickstarter exclusives. And with that, this pretty much concludes my series of videos reviewing all of the miniatures along with all of the Kickstarter exclusives, as well as some of the custom 3D pillage tokens that I managed to have professionally done as well. Just a amazing job by Top Miniatures painting all of these to such amazing standards of quality. And again, I mentioned it so many times before, but my thanks and appreciation to the painter who did this for me, Mina, over again in Europe, in Romania, Top Miniatures. Definitely going to use them again. I can't shout them out enough for, again, the work they did. I may have one more little epilogue, kind of previewing some of the other little things I'm planning to also incorporate into the game. But again, this is it for the main review of the painted work as well. So I hope you enjoyed the series and got a chance to really look at what this board game is about, completely painted. It's so rare to have one of these out there and at the level that Top Miniatures delivered. And until next time, do take care.